What up, fish tank people? FishtankTV.com, DustinsFishtanks.com, bringing it to you, folks. Folks, this is a video, I gotta tell you, it's not easy for me to make, okay? I got a lot of love for my original 125. I'm going to be tearing it down and showing it all with you all. But I gotta give this tank some respect, so I'm gonna give it some respect, the respect that it's due. This tank's been with me since Cincinnati. My boy Jackson had it at Ohio University prior to that with the stand built, the whole deal. I bought it off of him in Cincinnati. It moved with me from Cincinnati to Boca Raton, Florida for a year. And then it moved here in Lexington to this location September or October of 2006. It's my first dirted tank. I got lots of love for this tank. I ran it high tech. I ran it low tech. It's been running basically no tech for quite a while. And I'm tearing it down. It's time. And I'm going to show you you know why I'm doing this. Okay, the light bulbs are old in the fixtures. Those are, everybody asked me, those are 150 watt metal halide coral lights with plant bulbs, 6500K bulbs in them. But here's why we're tearing it down. The dirt's basically giving up the ghost. Now look, September 2006 is 2014, almost 2015. The dirt realistically ran for probably 6 good years, but now all I'm keeping is Anubias. The sword's kind of maintained, but whatever. So it's got to go. So what I'm going to be showing you is how I'm going to take down this 125 dirt, how I'm going to get the fish out, how I'm going to get the plants out, how I'm going to tear the whole thing down. And it's a huge pain in the butt, and I really don't want to be doing it. I'm kind of sad, but you know, you tear down things and you rebuild things. So obviously I'm going to do a quick rebuild, or a rebuild after this. So that's what I'm doing. Here's the last shot, tearing down the 125. Alright, so what you want to do is you want to get the fish out first, obviously. First and foremost, they're the things that can die and be stressed and all that, plants, whatever. So you always want to use 2 nets. 2 nets is key to catching fish quickly. Now I'm out of my pet store day, so I'm not as good at catching fish as I used to be. But I've already gotten one of the angels here. Have your bags ready. I use big bags. Have a bucket ready. Have the bag filled with water so it's the least amount of stress as possible on the fish. I'm going to catch my angels. Now what I do is I chase with the little net and I scoop with the big net. So I use this net to get them out where I want them to go. And then I use the big blue one here. Now look, I'm decent at catching fish. Some of you might be better if you work in the shop. But Brian Campbell is the man. Here we go. Angels. Now what I'm doing the fish first because I want... got to get them in there. I want the fish out. And then whatever fish you can't get out, you're going to have to remove plants. So a heavily planted tank, you want to get everything out as quick as possible without disturbing the plants, because once you start disturbing the plants, you're going to get, like, the tank will be whole messy and cloudy and everything. So get as much out as you can with the plants in there, and then when you start ripping it up, it's going to get cloudy. And then really at the end, I'll show you guys when there's less there. But yeah, basically use 2 nets, get your bags ready, get them out, put them in a bag with lots of air. Depending upon how many fish you're moving, how much, I like to put just very few fish in a lot of bags so that there's less stress and more air available in the bag. But there's my 2 angels. And here's a shot with a lot of the big stuff removed, big driftwoods removed, a couple big rocks were removed. Fish are going to be a lot easier to get out at this point now. I'm trying to remove the stuff slowly, does not cloud the water too much, but obviously with less plant stuff in there, way easier to roll. Filter is still staying on. Obviously lights are still on to keep that going. So I'm just going to strip out everything, the rest of it in here, and then that'll make it easy to get the fish back out. The downside of this is that you're running poopy water in with your fish. Fortunately, I'm going to be putting my fish out into a really clean tank in the greenhouse, so I won't have to worry about the quality of water in my bags. If you were doing this on your own and moving them and had to have your fish in bags for a while, you would want to have those bags filled with the cleanest water you could possible from your tank before you started stirring it up like this. But because I'm putting them right into a tank pretty quickly, I'm not worried about the dirty water. They're going to the bags in. Alright folks, time to tear this sucker down. We got 90% of the fish out of here. I got an extra bag right there for when I see some stragglers. I got my big net there, and I got another little net in there. And I got the black mamba out here. Not the big Bertha, but the black mamba. The skinnier of my 2 tubes. I'm about to suck everything I can out of here as good as I can. Obviously throwing plants in the bucket. It's all going out the window. I'm going to drag the hose way out, damn near to my neighbor's yard, and drain this sucker down. While I'm doing it, I'm going to be looking for fish and anything else that's swimming around. I actually just found an amano shrimp in there, which is kind of tight. So I'm going to be ripping into this right now, getting it as drained as I can. I'm going to dig out a little corner and show you guys
how I'll get as much of the water out as possible. Then I'm going to scoop all this gravel out of here with a dustpan. Here we go.
This is the easiest way to remove the gravel. Use a big old net, as ratty of a net as you can, and scoop it wide and try to kind of shovel the gravel / dirt mix in there. And then make sure you don't make a mess. You see how I drip it and then I bring the bucket up. I also lay down clear plastic.
And for the first time in a little over 8 years, she lies empty.